YouTube. It's me again from the car. Pretty much today we're going to do a top 10 again. This top 10 will be my top 10 favorite K-pop singers. And I'm not just talking about any singer, because then I couldn't make a list, because all of them are good singers. I'm talking about those ones who can reach those high notes like nobody's business, and their voice just melts your heart. It was so good. So good. Some of these are my biases, some are not. So, some of them are, though. A lot of them are, but not all. Okay, number 10 from Girls' Generation, SNSD. You know, I could have said Seohyun, because she's one of my favorites from that group. But because this person's voice is just so good, and they can reach those high notes so well, that's why I'm choosing this person. That's Taeyeon. Come on, you guys, you have to admit her voice. Her voice is so good. She reaches those notes and those harmonies, and it just gives me goosebumps. Because I love to sing too, and I just really wish I could sing like that. It's just so amazing, her talent. And you can definitely tell in all those songs she sings. She's just really cool. This is just really quick, so I'm just going to go to number 9. Gayun from 4 Minute. She is their main vocalist, and holy cow, she holds out those notes for so long. I don't know how she does it. She just blows me away with her talent. So good. And she's so pretty too. That has nothing to do with this part. I'm just kind of talking more about them other than their singing, but she just, oh, she's so cute. I love her. I love all of them in 4 Minute, but her singing range is just so awesome. Next, of course, we have to say Kyohyun for Super Junior. Oh, his voice is so awesome. His voice first caught my attention, because this is probably the first video I watched with him in it, was Supergirl, when he was in Super Junior, well, he still is, but back in the older days when they did that song. Oh yeah, his voice just melted my heart. So, how do I want to explain his voice? So soft and sweet and adorable. Oh, Kyohyun. So, oh. Yeah, he had to be on this list. Number 7 from SHINee, Bling Bling Jonghyun. Oh, do I need to say more about him? I don't need to say anything. Just listen to him sing, and you're just like, oh, so good. Gosh, I can't say much about it. He's just so good. Like most of these singers I'm listing, I can't really explain why they're my favorites, because they're just so good. You'd have to listen to sound bits of each of them. If I had time, I could do that, but I can't at the moment. I'm just playing Girls' Generation music in the background right now. But, oh, his voice is just so good. So good. That's why they have him as the main vocalist. That's why they have him. Listen to him. Do it. Okay. Number 6 is the adorable, sweet, higher pitching sounding guy in this group, but that's why I like his voice, because it's just so adorable. I've said adorable for Kyohyun too, but this guy is too. Same group. From Super Junior, Rywook! Wookie! Oh, okay. Rywook's one of those singers that when I first heard him, I had to kind of get used to it, but as I get used to it, it just grew on me so much. His voice was just, the more I listened to it, the more I loved it. And there's such a uniqueness to his voice that no one can do it like him. Of course no one can do it like him, because they're not him, but I'm just saying, you guys get what I'm saying. He's just that special quality that just makes you swoon and, yeah. Isn't he cute? I love Wookie. I love Rywook. Alright, Number 5. Last girl on the list, but I had to put this girl on here. From FX, Luna. Out of all the girls I like in K-pop, singing-wise, she is definitely my favorite. Oh my gosh. All she sings is high notes. How does she do it? I'll sing along to FX songs in the car and try and sing some of her parts when she sings really high. I can't always do it. How does she do it? How? I don't know. I just know she can. And she is taken for granted. Everyone loves Amber in that group. Yes, there's a good reason why, because Amber's awesome. But I don't know if Luna has a lot of fans compared to some other members of the group, and she deserves more. Her singing is top-notch. Amazing. Just awesome. If you guys want to look at a good example of her singing, I'd go listen to New Abu. However you say that song of theirs. One of their first ones. Oh, listen to those high notes she reaches and just the smoothness of her voice. Just listen. Listen to it. Number 4. My bias in XOM. Chen. That's why he's my bias. 90% of the time, my biases will be because of their singing voices, and I just fall in love with their singing. Not all the time. There's lots of other factors that go into it too, but one of the main things for me is his singing voice is so good. Chen, you are awesome. To see you in SM Town, holy cow! Seeing those, your singing was so good. I know part of it was lip syncing in some of those songs, but I know you can sing. And he's just so charming. I love Chen so much. Okay, moving on. Number 3. Not my bias in this group, but his singing voice. Okay, let me explain this before I say his name. He wasn't one of my favorites at first in this group. This is one of those groups where like everyone's my favorite, but I still can say who my top couple favorites are. And he's slowly but surely moving to like my second favorite in the group just because his voice is it's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, the more I listen to him, the more he's warming his way into my heart with that voice of his, and it's just so good. As much as I love the other main singer in this group, this guy is just so good. I love listening to ballads of this group just because of him. And of course the other singer too, but this guy just... this is the name I always say wrong, but I hope I'm saying it close to right. From XOK, Baekhyun. Oh, so good. So good, his voice. Oh my gosh. This is so good. Okay. I'm just swooning over him right now. His voice is so good. I have to move on though. Next 2 are on my list as 1 and 2 because they captured my heart from the beginning and they started being my favorites when I first got into K-pop. Real quick, I take some coffee here. Hold on. Coffee! I'm on break, so I wanted my coffee too. Yeah, these guys are on the top 2 of my list because they're some of the reasons I got into K-pop, because of their amazing talent and their singing. And without them, I probably wouldn't be into K-pop right now. Number 2, from Super Junior. You all know who I'm going to say. For who have seen my videos, you know who I'm going to say. Yes, sir! Of course, he's my bias. But one of the reasons he is because he's the reason I started listening to that group. And it's only the second group I ever saw K-pop wise. What can I say about him? He's so good. Like all these other people, I can't really explain why I like their singing voice. You have to listen. I can't really explain. I don't have words to describe how good their singing is. Just so good. Yes, we love you. I love you. You're so good. You're singing. Oh. He's one of those people. If he had to leave the group, for any reason, I would bawl. He does the singing so good, and oh, I would miss him so much. He's so good at what he does. So is number one, because number one, of course, from the first group I ever liked, ever. Okay, real quick coffee. I'm building suspense for you guys, aren't I? Some of you know who I'm going to say, but for the rest of you, I can just wait. Yum. Alright, this person is the reason I got into K-pop ever. The whole reason I got into the whole genre, not just the group he's in. The whole reason I started K-pop. And that's probably why he's my bias in this group too. Because, first of all, yes, he can sing very well. Hit those high notes, do all that and everything. Number two, he's just so adorable and charming and all of the above. And you can just tell he loves what he does and he wants to try his best. But anyways, number one on this list of top 10 singers from SHINee is ONU! Woo! Has to be ONU. Has to. I couldn't put anyone number one. As much as I love Sung and the others too. ONU has to be number one. Has to. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be in K-pop. I wouldn't even started liking SHINee. His voice has such a tender quality to it. And at SM Town he did like a duet thing with Luna from FX. Oh my gosh, his voice was so good. I was like about to cry. It was so beautiful. This is so beautiful, his singing. It just moves me to tears. It is so good. He has such a good talent. He's been blessed with such an awesome talent. His singing voice is so good. I love him so much. Yay, that's my top 10 singers in K-pop. My list might change in the future with more groups I start liking or more singers. You never know. But for now, that is it. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more vlogs. Bye! See you guys. Feel free to comment. Bye.